Hello, fabulous people. Welcome to the fourth week of school. I cannot believe we are already on our fourth week, and this will actually be our last full week of class. We've got a lot going on this week. We're covering 4 chapters, so it's important that you keep up. And if you have any questions at all, once y'all know how to reach me, so please feel free to holler at me via reminder, shoot me an email. But this week we are covering chapters 11, 12, 13, and 14. And you see here, this is what we have going on this week. In week 4, we have our chapters 11 and 12 discussion, our income statement that reflects chapter 14, and then chapters 11, 12, 13, and 14 quizzes. That's 4 quizzes. And then I'm giving y'all a bonus opportunity. It's just feedback from me for the class, what y'all liked, any suggestions, anything like that. And you'll get up to 30 points for it. So it would take the place of a missed quiz, or if you didn't do great on a quiz or assignment or anything like that. So it's feedback from me that I can use to better my classes in the future for future semesters, and then also bonus opportunity for you all. So I'm going to just take a minute and kind of go through some things we're doing this week. So for your chapters 11 and 12 discussion, we're kind of taking a break from our Fortune 100 company, and you are going to be coming up with your own product, and we're going to be doing a marketing mix on it. So the marketing mix being the 4 P's: product, price, place, and promotion. So you are going to come up with your own product or service. And in the instructions, I tell you to think about something that might solve a problem in your life. That's kind of an easy way to come up with something. Or maybe something that you just think is awesome and everybody would need it. I love this assignment. I love grading it because my students come up with the most amazing things. So sky's the limit. So we're going to, once again, the 4 P's. So product, what product or service, be thorough. And then make sure you hit everything I ask you to as far as what you include. Price, what pricing strategy would be best for your product? I'm referring to section 11.9 in your textbook. So price skimming, price penetration, all of those types of pricing strategies is what I'm referring to. Psychological pricing, there's several. What would be best for your product or service and why? The place, so what channel, which your product will be traveling from producer to consumer. It can include like your physical location as well as inventory, transportation, all of that stuff. And then promotion. So how will you be promoting your product or service, traditional advertising, social media, e-commerce, etc. Everybody needs to use social media as part of their advertising, because if you don't, you're missing out. And so you also have to include which social media site you would use, or which one you think would be best. A lot of companies use all of the ones available, but which one do you actually think would be best for your product or service and why? So make sure that you are thorough in those explanations. Each element of your marketing mix should be at least 75 words. And then you are going to reply to a classmate's marketing mix by giving them a suggestion or a thought-provoking, just adding some thought-provoking substance to their post, okay? And so we have all of our quizzes, so you'll see that after every chapter, 12, 13, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then we have our income statement assignment here. I have included this working doc, and I'm going to pull it up. Hopefully you'll be able to see it in our screen. I think you can. And so this is what it's going to look like. It's an Excel sheet. So I give you all the numbers in the assignment, and you're going to plug them in here. Make sure when you list your expenses that you label what expense it is. So if it's a rent expense, make sure you put rent expense. And then you have 2 questions that you'll just answer here after you complete the income statement part. When you go to submit your actual assignment, the Excel sheet, when you upload it in Blackboard, in your preview pane, you'll only, I think, be able to see the actual income statement part. Those 2 questions will look like they're not there, but I should be able to see it. If you run into that issue, you can just make a note, and I'll let you know if I can't see them. But if you do them and they're on the sheet, I should be able to see them. But I give you all the numbers and the expenses. You just have to plug them in where they go, and come up with your net income or loss if that's the case. And then there's your 2 questions that you have to answer below. Okay, 14 quiz, and then that is the bonus feedback. So that is what we have for this week. Lots of work crammed into this week, but it's the nature of a 4.5-week class. Next week we'll be finishing up with chapters 15 and 16 and your final exam. I wanted to real quick show you, so I have gone ahead and opened next week, and I have put your study guide here in your week 5 module, and so make sure you check it out so you're not cramming too much. But this is your study guide for your final exam that we will take next week. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out and ask, and I hope you have a fabulous week.